I'm waiting for number 2, but I'm waiting.
I smell hot.
And then a bunch of grilled veggies.
Riddle.
Who knows? I hear in the I did.
We already heard it. Like 20 years. We took the back corner though.
It's not the same. They've done this all over. It's like a lot has changed in 30 years. Huh? 30 years ago. Yeah. It's not the same. It's so different looking.
Did you have to stay back then, or did you come and go?
Yeah, no, I lived in the campus, or the dorm over there. If you did, yeah, they had some commuter students. I didn't live nearby, so. And as a result, I decided to do it all over again. So I'm back. 30 years later.
30 years ago, were you eating that big boy?
There was one about, I think there was one there about 30 years ago. Yeah. Yeah. There was, my favorite restaurant back 30 years ago was the Hoopie Wow. Did they? I didn't know they still existed.
The family has an idea to reinvent something over here.
That's where we spent all of our time. The Hoopie Wow. Yeah.
Black straws and one thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my husband and I worked at Big Bear. We worked for 41 years. We worked at that street. Yeah, like
Apparently also proof by the entire thing.
Go sit.
Yeah, the bathroom's right behind there.
That's the only thing I watched. Apparently we lost it. I called him before I got home. I made sure it was back before I got back to the house. Like, let me start by saying we lost it.
Oh my
And I
goodness.
was like, what? It's the only thing I watched. I'm like, okay, let me finish what I'm going to say. Well, we ended up with ESPN and Lenses too. We did those before. Now my kids are very excited to come over. Yeah, I got my phone number here. But you know what happens? She gets all the food. So, most of the
Sorry.
That's a beautiful thing all the way around.
Her other brother, not Kelly. Her brother,
You have no idea. Thank you very much.
Like, I don't know.
Well, this is something, but I'm sure there's another one to make it.
And there's this thing that you can get over. See, there's this backdrop.
Okay, well, let her know when she sits down that
Like I'm doing right now.
Of course.
Oh, now there's a lot.
Get it? Sempre poi.
You have a
No, you're fine, you're fine. I'm just kind of.
Mine is well for I didn't know.
People sit right there.
My mom. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that's our last class. Yeah, we ride every. We ride our motor together.
What country in Africa? So now, yeah, unfortunately, because it's kind of meant to record.
Yeah, all right.
I thought you were saying shitty stuff. I was like, oh my god.
Oh, great. I call the whole thing off. The bears around here.
All we need to do, we did it.
I'm ready for it. There you go. Oh, you're done.
Evening, everyone. We're going to start in about 15 minutes. If the graduates could please start filling in the seats in the front, that would be great.
Sort of.
Yeah, we came up with, I'm Stephanie, we came up with
See fluid that they're now. Sarah that's graduating. Oh, really? So what you got to watch or tell us about the historical journey of the hero of the film. She's got the tattooed on her leg here to her ankle. So specifically, no, whatever.
Good evening, everyone. Just another quick reminder, if you are a student, please feel free to come on up and take your seats as we start this evening.
When Ash ends up in the future or the past, and we'll have the gun and everything. That's the right emotion right now. Tattooed on her leg. We're good to go. And I was like, why would you want it? She's like, we should go on my hand there. I'm like, yeah, that's great if you want to really go for it. But like, you're gonna get the same grade. Not to mention I'm 6'1" in Mexico and everybody's a little bit smaller than me. I just went to prison, like everybody looked at me like I don't know. Yeah, you like it? Okay, I'll get it.
Dad, do you like broccoli?
Good evening, everyone. If I could just invite the last few people to take their seats and we'll get started. First, I just want to be the first one to congratulate and welcome all of the graduates to this year's Dr. Vana Nespor Rose Ceremony. Congratulations. Ladies, we have a wonderful evening planned for all of you, and I know that this is one of the ceremonies that is near and dear to the staff and faculty's heart. We love to be here, and we love to celebrate all of you, and we especially love to give each and every one of you a rose and listen to your dedications. So know that this is very special to all of us, and we're so thankful for you to be here tonight. We're going to get started, and I have the pleasure of welcoming Pat Pierce. She is our chair of Bay Path University Board of Trustees. So Pat, would you come to the podium, please? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good evening. It's a delight to be here. I am happy to represent the Board of Trustees, but I'd also like to introduce you to some of my fellow trustees who are here tonight. And don't take looking over there. But I'd ask you all to stand up as I introduce you. First of all, we have Jonathan Bessie, who's the Vice Chairman of the Board. We have Mary Bushnell, who is a trustee and an alum of Bay Path. And we have Ann Hammer, who is also an alum of Bay Path and a trustee. Dr. Grace McCary Judson. Angie McGinnis, trustee. Ryan Toohey. And finally, Ham Wilson. And another cheer from the crowd, so perfect, thank you. And that's what I say too, yay, because it's a very hard-working board, and all of these trustees are very important to the work that we do, and they give a lot in the way of their time and talent. And so thank you, and yay to you as well. I thought maybe I'd say a few words to you about flowers, since this is a rose ceremony. I don't know if you've heard, there is such a thing as a language of flowers. It originated back in the Victorian era of England, so that would be the last half, 1850 to 1900, roughly, right? And the upper class of that era were very, very kind of snooty and pretty prudent kind of people. And so they did not really express their emotions out loud. It wasn't really acceptable. So they invented what is known as a language of flowers. They could send one another bouquets with certain types of flowers to send a message. And you know, that's the history of it, but it has persisted even into current day. You might know that, like Kate Middleton, when she married Prince William, had a bouquet of white flowers, but every one of those flowers and even the ivy in the bouquet stood for something. So, for example, she had Lily of the Valley, which meant return to happiness. And she had the hyacinths in the bouquet, which symbolized the constancy of love. So with that, I began to research, what did the rose stand for? And there are roses of different colors, and depending on the color, they have different meanings. I happen to pick a very special rose for tonight, the red rose. Now I know it looks like you're going to have different colors in the roses tonight, but just for a minute, I'd like to think about the red rose. And the red rose has actually three meanings. First of all, red rose symbolizes love, and you can understand that because a lot of times on Valentine's Day, red roses are sent to you, or you send them to somebody else. But also, red roses can symbolize courage and respect. And I thought that's really perfect for tonight. First of all, the love part is, you're going to be dedicating a rose to someone probably that you love, and they love you. And that is absolutely appropriate in the language of flowers. The courage part of it, well, you all know for sure that it took real courage for you to go back to school. It took courage probably for most of you to learn how to go to school online. I know it certainly went for me. And finally, it really took courage and determination for you to stay the course. I'm sure it wasn't easy, and so you have to draw on determination, and as I said, draw on your wealth of courage. So again, red rose. Well, here you are, graduation time, and so now comes the respect that the red rose symbolizes. You know that you all have earned the respect of your family and your friends. You've earned the respect of all of the faculty and the staff at the American Women's College, and really at the whole Bay Path University, including, of course, the Board of Trustees, which is represented here tonight. And I would like personally to say that I respect all of you graduates to the greatest degree. I am a great believer in opportunities that open up for the graduates and their diplomas. And I respect the fact that you have come back to work hard to get these degrees. I would offer on behalf of the Board of Trustees congratulations from all of us, and also our wishes for much happiness and future success. Thank you.
Good afternoon, and let me add my congratulations to the class of 2018 on behalf of the entire Bay Path University faculty and academic staff. I hope you know how very proud we are of each and every one of you. Going back to school is a really big deal, but going back to school as an adult, when your life is already underway, and you're disrupting your life to do this thing that you're not sure you can do is indeed a very, very big thing. So one of the things I hope that you will do is to let yourself relish what you have accomplished. Because this is something to be proud of. It is something that has taken extraordinary sacrifice. And it's something that you really need to own and let yourself feel good about, because we are all so very proud of you. So today, as we honor what you have achieved, we also want to recognize the many sacrifices that your friends, your families, your loved ones have made in order to make it possible for you to achieve what you have achieved in completing your degree. None of us achieve in isolation. Each of us has a village of support around us when we achieve anything. And so I'd like to start by asking you to join me in recognizing whoever makes up your circle of support and who has been the wind beneath your wings to help you get to this point. You may know that here at Bay Path we have a university theme program. Every year we pick a topic that we think is important for the educational experience, and then we reinforce that theme in a number of ways, from having book talks to having a writing essay. Every year one of the students, one of our adult women, wins one of the awards for the writing essay. Well, this year, you may know, the theme is all about community. And at Bay Path, we took community to mean the places, the spaces, and the ways in which we come together in our diversity and with our unique outlooks and perspectives. And it is especially on an occasion like this where I think it's fitting to think about what does it mean to have been a member of the Bay Path University community today, and what will it mean for you going forward. You are part of a community here that has celebrated you every step of the way. We have celebrated your achievements in the classroom, your faculty, your educator coaches, all of the individuals who have touched you during your time within our campus community care deeply about your success, and they have celebrated you, and they will not forget you. And what I want you to take away, in addition to relishing your achievement, is the fact that you will never be forgotten. You will always be a member of the Bay Path University community. It does not end today. Wherever you go from this place and this space, you carry the community with you, and that community extends wherever you may go. As members of this community, you are indeed now a part of something that extends well beyond this space and this place. Now, we know you had a choice about where to go to continue your education. We are very, very grateful that you chose Bay Path as the destination to continue your journey. And as you graduate and as you move out from here, I hope that you will relish and use fully everything that you have learned in every way possible. What you have learned within this community, both formally and from your other experience, will set you apart in the workplace and will enable you to have a tremendous impact in whatever field you have chosen to pursue. And so I want to end with a wonderful quote from Marianne Williamson, who wrote, "In every community there is work to be done. In every nation there are wounds to heal. In every heart there is the power to do it." May you use your education wisely and the power that comes from that education that you have obtained for the good of others, and to enhance and to lift up whatever community you may find yourself in today and going forward in the future. My most sincere congratulations to each of you, and in the spirit of the Bay Path University motto, Carpe Diem. It's now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Leary. So you're going, okay. You know, we improvise very well here at Bay Path. So it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Von Nespor, for whom this rose ceremony is named. And the reason it is named for Dr. Von Nespor, because she is the mother of the One Day Saturday program, which is the foundation for our American Women's College. So please join me in welcoming her.
Thank you very much. I'm delighted to see you here tonight. I'm delighted that you have embraced this opportunity to celebrate with your family and your friends. I want to take just a second. How many of you know what trustees do? A couple, yes. All right, well, these trustees, I just want to say, these trustees, because they are amazing. They believe that you are a sacred trust. And they run corporations all around the country. They come here and they focus on making this the best possible experience for you. I had the pleasure with working with them very closely for a time, and it will always be the most precious memory. Can we give them another round of applause? So when I was 31, which was a long time ago, I'm really the grandmother of the One Day, I thought I knew what courage was. I had lucked into this wonderful job directing a small campus in West Virginia. The most sparsely rural population you could ever find. The entire county had 10,000 people, and I think they were counting people twice. But we had our little center, and I noticed that it was mostly women who wanted to go to school, but they couldn't because the university had offered one course in each county, and they would offer them at night in West Virginia, over the mountains. And nobody graduated. They might try, but they just couldn't do it. So I got the idea of just stacking the courses, putting them all in one day. Sound familiar? So I said, and they did. 27 women and one Vietnam vet showed up, one guy. And they showed up at my door for classes all day Thursday, 6:30 in the morning to 6:30 at night. They were there. Those of you who've done all day Saturdays, you know that sounds really familiar. And then 2.5 years into the program, one November, it rained for 6 days and the dams broke. Nearly 200 communities were wiped out, and ours was cut in half. Half of our women lost their homes. One of them lost her son. I thought, that's it. It's going to be years before they start again. I started to close up the center, to open it the next year perhaps. For the first 2 weeks, there wasn't running water. There was no electricity. There was nothing. The mud filled their homes. 3 weeks, they came on Thursday. 7:30 in the morning, when I went to open up the door and finish packing, all 27 women stood at the door, saying, "Where's our class? We're ready. We're going. Nothing's going to stop us." That's courage. Every one of those women graduated. They went on, some of them to doctoral programs. Nothing stopped them. They'd seen the worst. I took the program to Robert Morris University. It worked again. Men and women, 60% women. One of them was on dialysis. She was 36 years old. She came every day, never missed a class. She was funny, she was dedicated, she graduated. In that first group in West Virginia, when they were finished with that degree, I wanted to do something special for them. So I had a little ceremony, like this one. And we just called it the academic celebration ceremony. It wasn't anything fancy, but I gave each of them a rose on the stage. And I assumed, we all applauded, and I assumed that would be it for the day, until one woman sort of pushed me away from the mic. She stood up there and she said, I dedicate this rose. She dedicated it to her 5 children sitting in the front row. We didn't have the tradition of a rose ceremony in Robert Morris in Pittsburgh, but I brought a rose to that woman, and she graduated. When I came here to Bay Path, when the amazing Dr. Leary, President Leary, brought me here, I'd wandered so far afield. I was in Indonesia for people. And she brought me here to New England, a place I'd never been before. But I said, we're going to do it one day. We're going to have a rose ceremony. Because these women are courageous. They are what courage is. They define it. Are they perfect? Are you perfect? No. But you achieved what is nearly impossible. 40 courses, 120 credits, you made it. Today when I walked in, one of the graduates, 45 years after she graduated from high school, handed me this red in my heart rose. Thank you.
I was anxious to get to the podium is an understatement, isn't it? But it is exciting to be here. And it's hard to follow a person like Vana Nespor. She is an inspiration to all of us. And we must thank her for the One Day Saturday program. Because as Dr. Melissa Morris-Olson, our provost, said, she is the mother of this program. She birthed it. She created it so that it would work with a woman's life, but she was very conscious of the family support necessary. And in those first years, there were orientation programs for children and husbands and partners so that they would really understand how hard the program was. So our appreciation, our deep appreciation to Dr. Vana Nespor. I'm so proud that the board chose to name the ceremony after her. So she is truly an inspiration. But there are so many of our faculty and staff that have surrounded you during your journey, and they were your inspiration as well. So will you help me and all of us thank the faculty and staff of the American Women's College. When you arrived, that wonderful idea, that kernel of an idea, would turn into an online program where women all around the world can attend. So my first message to you was inspiration. And now to the graduates, my second message is pride. As I look into the eyes of each and every one of you, I know deeply in my heart the sacrifices that you did make in your personal lives, in your professional lives, to put things on hold while you achieve this incredible degree. So know that all of us are very, very proud of you. And take that pride, tuck it away, and wherever you go, we want you to be very, very proud as a Bay Path alum, as one of the American Women's College graduates of the class of 2018. Take that pride. My third message is gratitude. It's gratitude to all of those who supported you that are in this audience, that have been thanked even today by our chair of the board and our provost. But I wish to thank you as well, because you provided the financial support, the moral support, the child care. Sometimes you did the shopping, sometimes you cooked, but mostly when your wife or your daughter or your aunt was struggling, you were there to provide that support. So gratitude to each and every one of you from all of us at Bay Path University, because these women would not be seated in front of us. And my final message is about a journey. And your life has been a journey to this point. And there have been detours. And I always believe that a blessing happens at an unexpected time. And a blessing happened for me just a few moments ago when, unexpectedly, I met one of the graduates of this class. And we looked at each other, and I said, "Are you graduating?" And Hannah said, "Yes. I am so happy. I am graduating. I'm graduating with honors, magna cum laude." And I congratulated her and I said, "So how did you find Bay Path?" And this is the journey. And all of the women in this audience can identify with the journey, because it is not a straight line. There are many, many challenges and many, many, many obstacles in our lifespan. So I asked her if I could throw away my speech and talk about her. And so this is Hannah's story. She came to America from Singapore, and she was a student at AIC. Something happened, and her education was interrupted. But she met the love of her life while she was a young woman at AIC. She never graduated. He went on to get his baccalaureate degree and his master's degree from AIC. And for many, many reasons and circumstances in life, Hannah returned to Singapore, did some work in her father's business. Then she and her loved one returned to Pakistan, where he was from. And they had a child. And then they found themselves in America, Pakistan, Singapore. But they ended back up here, 18, when their son turned 18. And guess where he attends? College, AIC. And so now their lives are here, and she still has a journey that is very complex. But here's the beautiful, beautiful part of her story. She received a postcard from Bay Path, and she said, "It's my turn now." And she came to Bay Path to receive her degree, magna cum laude. So Hannah is merely a representative of every single woman in this audience. Every woman who's had that journey, who's had the doubts they could ever go off to college, but at some moment, you knew it was your time. So we at Bay Path are very, very proud of you. And we are very proud that you chose us for your last part of your educational journey. Some will go on to grad school, some will advance in careers, but you will always have one thing in common. You will be a Bay Path alum. So my congratulations to the class of 2018. To present one of the highest awards, the Carpe Diem Award. And as our provost said, the Carpe Diem Award, Carpe Diem is our motto since 1897. So let me read you a little bit about the Carpe Diem Award. The American Women's College of Bay Path University announces its annual award, the Carpe Diem Award to be received by a top student of academic distinction who most significantly embodies the Bay Path University mission. To be eligible, a candidate must satisfy both of these criteria. Be a student from any major who will graduate with honors with a bachelor's degree earned through the American Women's College program. Be selected by a committee who will be evaluating candidates based on the following: academic achievement, number 1, and reflections of the impact of her education in relation to Bay Path's mission. And I'll just read you the first part of the mission, the most important. A Bay Path University education empowers undergraduate women and graduate women and men to become leaders in their careers and communities with an innovative approach to learning that prepares students to flourish in a constantly changing world. And this woman certainly understands a constantly changing world. If Alexis O'Garin would please come forward and stand right next to me. Alexis. 15 seconds of fame here at Bay Path University. So let me tell you a little bit about this extraordinary woman. Alexis is a child psychology major who has a passion for helping children because of her own childhood. All she ever wanted was to make a difference, because as a child, she needed someone to make a difference in her life. Bay Path made that difference for her as she aged into adulthood. Alexis feels that Bay Path helped her to uncover personal traits that she did not know she had. She has become optimistic, self-motivated, and independent. She has found strength and passion and wants to help others find that within themselves. Alexis started her work at Brain Balance in West Springfield as an intern, and a month later, the director of the center offered her a paid position. She began assisting and coaching children with Asperger's, autism, dyslexia, and other neurological disorders. Within the same year, Alexis was inducted into the International Psi Chi Honor Society and was also inducted into the Longmeadow Campus Student Government Association as their treasurer, the first top student to become a member of this group. In her words, Alexis says, "These incredible opportunities would not have been possible without Bay Path. I have become an extrovert and self-aware of my potential in this world. I am now more than ever ready to learn and take on any challenge that comes my way so that I can help others and fulfill my own dreams along with theirs." Congratulations, Alexis. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce Anne again for a very special award.
Thank you, Dr. Larry, for those inspiring words, and congratulations again, Alexis. I would like to invite Marjorie Bissett up to present the next award, Outstanding Online Adjunct Award. Marge, could you come forward?
Thank you, Anne. I have the pleasure this evening to recognize the Outstanding Adjunct Faculty Award. Each year, the American Women's College presents the Outstanding Adjunct Faculty Member Award to an adjunct faculty member whose most significantly, I have to speak right now. I didn't get the microphone direction, so I did. But anyway, so, So, each year, remember who most significantly embodies the spirit of the American Women's College and Bay Path University. Students, you have nominated their faculty and provided a short narrative on how this faculty member has made an impact on your journey. Here are some of the things that students have wrote about this faculty. This professor has been an outstanding professor, support, and resource throughout my journey at Bay Path. She has been very responsive and encouraging. I've had the pleasure throughout my journey at Bay Path. She has been very responsive, encouraging. I've had the pleasure of taking 2 classes with her, and I have had a wonderful experience. This professor responds to students' posts and assignments in a timely manner. She also provides knowledgeable support to students in her class. She encourages students to ask many questions. My vote goes out to this professor, who has been the most empathetic, compassionate, understanding, motivational, and positive impact. In fact, I recently emailed her. My heart told me I must share with her how special she is. I would love to nominate this professor. She's incredible, supportive, and responsive. She has passion for the healthcare field and shares her wealth of knowledge with us. I've had the great pleasure to have had her with 2 classes, and each time she's encouraged in the discussion and through provoking questions to make us think. She also has positively impacted my self-confidence with her encouragement. This professor has been with Bay Path since 1998. She continues to inspire and support and demonstrate her dedication to you, the students of Bay Path University, and to the Health Service Administration program. I proudly announce that the 2018 Outstanding Adjunct Faculty Award goes to Mary Lou DiGiacomo.
I just have to say one thing. I don't know who we're talking about. It certainly can't be me. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm humbled and I'm honored. And in reality, the honor and recognition goes to you women. You have been an incredible group of women in the face of so many challenging issues that you have: family, children, work, finances. You stayed the course, which has led you to this wonderful point of a bachelor's degree. So God bless you, and you will be in my heart and my prayers forever. Someone is super excited about this. I would like to now call Chelsea Klein to present the Outstanding Longmeadow Adjunct Award.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Chelsea Klein. Congratulations to Mary Lou. It's an honor to know you. Now I get the fun part, one of the many fun parts of this evening. I am here to announce the winner of this year's Outstanding Adjunct Faculty Award for the Longmeadow campus. This award is open via student nomination to any adjunct faculty member at Bay Path University who has demonstrated significant excellence in teaching and in leadership at Bay Path. So the staff from the American Women's College helps to determine this, but it really is based on what we hear from the students and who they have championed and who they have announced should rise to the top. So for this year's winner, Andrea St. Louis. 9:30, which is a required course called Strategies for Career and Personal Growth. She is a beloved mentor, a beloved educator among the students and the staff and faculty here. In her work at APAC, she really strives to encourage the culture of personal and professional development, and that shines through in all of her interactions with students and really helps them rise to be their best selves and think of themselves in a whole new, strong light. It's pretty incredible. And she really teaches them about how they can make a real difference in their communities. We're really lucky to have Andrea.
So when Chelsea told me that I would be getting this award, I was very surprised. And it came at a time when I really needed it. I'm a student as well, working on a second master's degree. And so I understand where my students are. And so I express to them that we all have lives. We have competing hats that we wear at any given time. And so it can be hard to get that sense of balance. But I talk about having harmony instead. Let your life be like an orchestra. At some times the bass needs to be a little louder, maybe other times the strings. But at the end of it all, it's all going to make a beautiful song. And so you may feel some guilt when you want to be mommy, but you need to be student. And other times you may feel some guilt when you need to be a student, but you have to be at work. But do your best in every area, and you're going to make a beautiful song out of your life. And so that's my encouragement to you today.
Congratulations to Andrea St. Louis. So awesome. So now it is my pleasure to announce this year's winner of the Community Theme Essay Contest. University theme, excuse me, I gave away the punchline. This year's theme is community. Every year, the university chooses a theme that sort of embodies the sense of what's happening right now at BayPath and in the world. And this year, we decided to emphasize the idea of community. And in part of this, this theme, we have an essay contest. And this year's, we get so many beautiful essays, and this year's winner is Bianca Polk, and she will come and join me. Sorry, hold on. And she will share her essay with us.
Hello, my name is Bianca Renee Polk. I'm a mother and a wife. Throughout my journey at BayPath, I was given a second chance to further my education and advance in my career. Attending the American Women's College at BayPath has allowed me to accomplish one of my major goals. Today, I am proud to say that I was selected as this year's university-themed essay contest winner for the talk program. BayPath has impacted my life in so many ways. Not only was I given a lot of support and empowerment throughout my journey, but I was also able to connect with many other women that shared many similarities. The staff and faculty at BayPath believed in me when I wasn't capable of believing in myself, and for that I'm truly grateful. Looking back on my journey, I am proud to say that I did it. We all did it. Not only did I make it to the finish line, but today I will also be inducted into the Maroon Key Honor Society. Although there were moments in my life when I felt like giving up, I am so glad to be a part of the BayPath family. So today I'm going to read a portion of my essay, and it's what makes a community. A community is made up of a group of people living within the same place with similar characteristics in common. We live in a society where many individuals forget how to socialize and interact with one another in a positive way. I believe that in order to make a difference in a community, it has to start from within the individual. If you want to make a difference, you have to be the change that you would like to see in this world. No one is perfect. However, we have the ability to make a difference and reach out to our neighbors if we see that they need a helping hand. I strongly believe that we must do unto others as we would like done unto ourselves. Too many times, people sit back and laugh as they see someone struggling. Life itself is a struggle at times, but it's how we handle these struggles that make all the difference within any successful community. It is very important to be respectful to everyone that we come in contact with, as respect is something that is earned. In the community in which we live in, we need more people whom are willing to take the first step and be the leader of the pack. Respect is a two-way street, and without it, it is nearly impossible for almost anyone to get ahead in life. To adequately thrive in a community, every individual deserves to be respected and spoken to with dignity. Remember that we must strive to be our very best rather than just surviving day to day. Life itself is a precious gift and we must cherish it. As unique individuals, we have the ability to live life and experience many great things. What we do with our lives is completely up to us. We have full control over how we handle things. We have the ability to be generous and kind-hearted to one another. If we live life surviving day to day, what is it that we are truly living for? When we thrive, we are being selfless and more understanding to what is happening around us. We have the potential and the ability to lavish people with our presence and abundance of love that we have. A community can really benefit from people that are willing to give something valuable and expect absolutely nothing in return. Sometimes we as people need to think less of ourselves and give back to these communities. Doing so will allow people to learn to live with love and happiness towards one another. We live in a world that is filled with too much hatred, and sometimes it's the little things that matter the most. I think Bay Path University is a prime example of a community that is thriving. Since I have attended Bay Path, I have the ability to actually chase after my dreams and strive for what I truly want in life. Although many of the staff here may not realize it, each and every one of them has impacted my life in a positive way. Sending a simple email to check in with how things are going has made all the difference in my experience. Bay Path continues to thrive as they adjust their programs to assist individuals that work full-time jobs, have children and families that have a desire to further their education. That alone speaks for itself. A thriving community is built upon trust, memories, and time shared together. This type of community has the opportunity to form its own identity and establish a mission that everyone can articulate. Not only will it be a learning experience for many individuals who are not familiar with a thriving community, but it will also maximize the ability for other communities to follow suit in creating a successful community that dares to be different and make a difference. However, as a community working and building together, everyone in this room tonight has the ability to make a difference.
Congratulations, Bianca. Last but not least for my portion, I have the honor of introducing the WELL Award. WELL stands for Women Empowered as Learners and Leaders, and it is one of our signature programs here at Bay Path University. This award is designed to recognize a Bay Path woman who demonstrates significant leadership in her community, Bay Path and or beyond. The WELL Award is about celebrating a woman who uses her strengths and her time and her skills to make her community stronger. This year's winner of the WELL Award is a shining example of an empowered learner and leader. I am delighted to have the opportunity to honor her this evening. Amina Wayland has an outstanding record of service, spanning her work Amina Wayland has an outstanding record of service, spanning her work as, this is just a small portion of the list, an assistant scout master with the Australian Scouts Association. She did employee wellness work at Human Healthcare. She has served on the board of the Chinese Cultural Center. She has worked at the Alzheimer's Association of Connecticut, the North Central Agency of Aging, the Hong Kong Association of Aging, and she even has time to serve as a peer mentor at the American Women's College. And she's almost a graduate from the Health Services and Administration program at Bay Path University. And like I said, this is a partial list of what she's been doing. I would be reading for a long time if I read everything. So in her essay for this award, she wrote, when I discovered Robert Greenleaf's 10 characteristics of a servant leader, I realized that the characteristics occur within us. They can be explored and reinforced through learning and practice. My leadership journey began when I was young. I have always enjoyed helping others. Volunteering is not only about giving back, but also about working with others and establishing relationships. Throughout my community service journey, I have learned to be a team player, to recognize other people's strengths and capacities. Acknowledging my weaknesses is also important as part of my leadership passage. I'm committed to continuing my practice my active listening skills. Listening is essential to the growth of the servant leader. Clearly, Amina's impact while at APAC is just beginning. So please join me in congratulating once again Amina.
It's my honor to receive the WELL Award. We are all learners and leaders in our everyday life. I often tell my client that every moment is a learning moment. Just like yesterday, I met a 90-year-old woman who told me she has almost no time to meet with me because she's so busy. And I asked her, what are you working on right now? And she told me she's learning how to play piano. And she said, well, I have hearing problems, but it's okay. And she learned how to knit, how to crochet, how to quilt. And of course, there's no age limit how we define to be a learner and a leader. So the journey of leadership is a progress, not profession. Human relationship plays an important role. I learned an analogy from an author of A Change Agent, Mark Sasser. I rephrase his work. And he said, we have a bank account called relationship account, where we make deposit and withdraw with each person in our sphere of our influence. When withdrawal exceeds deposit, relationships become overdrawn. Eventually, it's go bankrupt. So we have the power to control the deposit and withdrawal we made. We are in the driver's seat, in control of the only person that we can make the changes is us. We can influence others, but we cannot change other people. Here we go. Lastly, I want to make a question for all of us. What more can we do now to be a role model for those around us? Thank you.
Congratulations to Amina. I am introducing somebody next, but I think my paper got snatched. I am introducing Dr. Maura Devlin, who's the Deputy Chief Learning Officer at the American Women's College. Please join me at the podium.
Thank you, Chelsea. As Chelsea said, I'm Maura Devlin, the Deputy Chief Learning Officer at the American Women's College. And I'm really proud to stand here and be the next speaker on the agenda following these amazing students and outstanding faculty, because as I was listening to the remarks, I was really reminded that the relationship, the engagement between the faculty and the students is really at the heart of what we do. At the American Women's College, as many of you know, we use a lot of tools and technology and data, but the point of all of that really is to get the faculty and the students engaged together, and that's where the real magic happens, and that's what I was hearing in those remarks. So I'm here on the agenda to introduce our Maroon Key Honor Society inductees. And this is a prestigious Honor Society of APAC University. It recognizes the academic success of students who attain Dean's List standing for 4 semesters. And to be recognized on Dean's List, students have to carry 12 credits, at least 12 credits per semester, and earn a grade point average of 3.5. So at this time, we would like to recognize our newest Maroon Key students and induct them into the Honor Society. So would the following students please rise and join me on stage, and we'll recite the pledge together. And as I call your names up, you'll want to bring with you your program, because the pledge is on the second to last page on the program. So you want to make sure you grab that as you come up. So would the following students please come forward and join me on the stage? Audra Camp, Shannon Courtney, Alicia DeSalvo, Cynthia Gallagher, Billie Jean Griffin, Shaya Kosofsky, Tara Marshall, Brianna Norman, Bianca Polk, Tracy Rogers, Karen Cherwis, and Marie Welsh. All right, so let's recite the pledge together. As a member of the Maroon Key Honor Society, I pledge to uphold the standards of ethical and responsible scholarship, both as a student and as a professional in my chosen field. I will help at least one other student to succeed through my mentorship and personal assistance. To become a stronger and wiser society, I will be actively involved in education at all levels, and I will wear my pin proudly as a symbol of the importance of academic excellence in my life and in my lives of others. Thank you. And I'd just like to ask, are there any past Maroon Key Honor Society inductees in the room? If so, would you please stand? And we'll give a great big round of applause for everyone. Great, thank you ladies, and congratulations for your incredible academic success. And at this time, I would like to invite Michelle Harmon up to the podium. Michelle is the Academic Program Director of our Psychology programs, and she's here to induct students into the Psi Chi Society, which is a Psychology Honor Society.
Thank you, Maura. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you all for joining us this evening to honor and celebrate our graduates. As Maura mentioned, my name is Michelle Herman, and I am the Academic Director of the Psychology program at the American Women's College. Tonight, I have the honor to recognize and induct the newest members of Bay Path University's chapter of Psi Chi, the International Honor Society for Psychology Students. The students receiving this honor are marked in your program and have demonstrated an active interest in the science of psychology and show promise as indicated by their academic records. In order to be eligible for membership, students must meet the following requirements. They should be in the top 35% of their class, have a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or higher, have a psychology cumulative GPA of 3.0 or higher, and have completed at least 3 semesters worth of classes and at least 9 credits worth of psychology courses. The mission of Psi Chi is to recognize and promote excellence in the science and application of psychology. We aspire to encourage, stimulate, and maintain excellence in scholarship of the individual members of the field and to advance the science in psychology. In pursuit of our mission, we will advance the science and profession of psychology, promote an educational experience consistent with the mission, promote ethical and socially responsible members and leaders, define and establish an organizational structure that promotes our mission, recognize and foster the contributions that diversity makes in the science and practice of psychology. Would the following students please join me on stage to recite the oath? Courtney Birdie, Lisa Cowell, Christina McGill, Shayla Martinez, Angela Park, Noelle Sherman, Caitlin Summers, and Alyssa Wright. You have signified your acceptance of the conditions of membership offered to you. Will you, to the best of your ability, elevate and advance the science of psychology, add to its share of knowledge, and assist in its search for truth? If so, say I will. Congratulations. I will now invite Elena to the podium to honor our peer mentors.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Elena Bouchard. I am Assistant Director of Advising and Student Support, and I have the pleasure of honoring our peer mentors. The American Women's College began our peer mentoring program in the semester of fall 2016. This program was created with the intent of providing students the powerful impact of peer-to-peer support. Peer mentors must apply and be selected, earn at least a 3.5 cumulative grade point average, and maintain their courses while upholding this position for an entire semester. Responsibilities of being a peer mentor include helping with our new student orientation 6 times a year, matching with incoming students to provide personal support, and promoting encouragement to their fellow peers in the on-ground and virtual community. At this time, I would like to recognize all those students who have served as a peer mentor. Please, when I call your name, come to the stage and receive your recognition. Shannon Courtney. Cassandra Hernandez. Alyssa Foss. Chaya Kosofsky. Tara Marshall. Kristen McDowell. Francis Murray. Bianca Polk. Jessica Smith. Amina Whalen. And Marie Welsh. Thank you, ladies, for your peer-to-peer support. At this time, it's my honor to introduce Dr. Heather Bushy.
Okay, so I get the best part of the program, I think. Now we get to start the dedication of the roses. So the Dr. Von Ness-Core Rose Ceremony, as you've heard, is an annual tradition that celebrates all of you, our graduating women, who have achieved all your educational goals. So as your name is called, please come forward and accept your rose, and then at that time you'll also have the opportunity to recognize family, friends, and mentors who helped you along the way. Alexis Algarin.
I just want to say thank you to my parents for always being supportive, unconditional, and always loving me, and I hope I can be half as great as you guys are when I become a parent. Thank you.
Young couple.
So I'd like to dedicate this rose to my family, my grandmother, my husband, my mom, my dad, my little sister. Without you guys, this wouldn't have been possible. My journey throughout my childhood has been crazy. I haven't always been the perfect child. I got pregnant with my daughter at the age of 16, and I felt like I disappointed you guys. But me attending Bay Path and furthering my education, I just want to say thank you guys for supporting me.
Bernita Burnett.
Got me all emotional. Okay. So I dedicate this rose to the first is my daughter. She's not here tonight because she's sick, but she's watching us on live stream. She's my rock. She is my inspiration. We lost her dad when she was just 8 years old, and she's the reason why I'm here. And thankfully, she's also the class of 2018 from high school. And she'll be attending Howard University in the fall, so thank you. And also my mom. We live in a household of 3 generations of women. And thank you, Mom, for teaching me to hold on to God's hand and never let it go.
Vivian Amafile.
I want to dedicate my rose to my mother, who is in heaven. I know that she's very happy tonight, watching me from up there, because this has been her dream. And secondly, I want to dedicate this rose to my lovely husband, and my stepson, and my family. I want to say that I'm the first graduate among my father's children, and this means a lot for us.
Michelle Burley.
I don't have maybe words just to. I started this journey 20 years ago, and I want to dedicate this one to my kids. I'm a single mother. I must do many stuff. I work in mental health, and Bay Path did encourage me to keep empowering the women in our community. Where I work really hard every day. I'm a Spanish speaker. That was another challenge. And I want to say thank you to this lady here as well. Guys, you are a family. I want to say I really appreciate it. I started in a social work school already. I passed the first class, and I'm ready. You know, I feel ready just to keep supporting my community for the empower the Bay Path. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Hannah Balaboy Frisbee.
I'm very thankful to Baycraft University, the American Women's College, for giving me the opportunity to continue with whatever I had left from the 80s. And it was definitely with the full support of my husband and my son. Thank you.
Diane Pinasa.
My race started in the 80s, and I was accepted to BAPAC. I never rose for President Wright as congratulations for getting accepted to BAPAC. I graduated in 1988, 30 years ago. I then went on. I had a lot of things going on in my life, and we all have our challenges, and I had great parents who got me through it. And I was blessed to have a daughter. And she graduated in school a few years back, and it was her that got me inspired to start thinking about me. It was my turn. And that's when I said it was time to go back to school for me. And I did. And with the support of my mother and father, and my father has since passed, he would be so proud. But in honor of my dad, this is dedicated to my mother and my daughter. And without them, I can't tell you how many nights my poor mom has to put up with me for those last minute papers, those discussion posts, yelling at the computer because he crashes and freezes. I think she comes flying out of the room, what's wrong, what's wrong? I'm like, this stupid system, I gotta get it in, it's almost midnight. If it wasn't for her, I don't think I could have through this. So thank you so much. And my Baycraft and Rose journey is going to continue on, and I really appreciate it. And I thank Baycraft because I think it's turned me into the woman I am today, and the woman I hope to continue to be. So thank you.
Brenda Fager.
So I'm a theater and public speaking teacher, and normally I wouldn't allow myself to have notes, but I have a couple of statistics that I wanted to be sure I remember, hence the notes. By the time now that I'm graduating, it took me 3.5 years plus one extra 6-week session. I have completed 132 weeks of classes. And if you approximate 5 days a week of classes, now sometimes it took us longer, right? Sometimes 6 or 7 days a week. Sometimes maybe if we were real productive or had got it easy, 4 days maybe. But if you approximate 5 days a week of those 132 weeks, that's 666 days of classes that it took me to get done. Well, this dedication is to my husband, who is amazing. And of those 666 days of classes, I'm telling you, he cooked the meals every single one of those days. All of them. Because I don't get going until late afternoon. So by the time I'm getting going with my schoolwork, he's coming home to have dinner. And so what's for dinner? Well, I don't know, honey, what is for dinner? He's amazing. He cooked meals, he grocery shopped 132 of those 132 weeks. He cleaned something in the house at least 100 of those weeks. And there's an old Carpenters song that really says perfectly what I want to say to you, honey, today. And it says, if all my friends have forgotten half their promises, they're not unkind, just hard to find. One look at you, and I know that I could learn to live without the rest. I found the best. getting over that rainbow. Absolutely no getting over that rainbow. When my smallest, not even my biggest, when my smallest of dreams won't come true, I can take all the madness the world has to give, but I won't last a day without you.
Asia Higginson. She's cooking tonight. She's done.
Thank you guys, this means a lot, and I got a red rose, which I love. So I want to congratulate everybody on their accomplishments, and to my family, I dedicate this to for always supporting me. Thank you.
Yolanta Alestra.
I can't believe that I made it. I want to thank my family, especially my husband, for supporting me and my kids. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. You know, I remember about I would say 10 years ago, I was talking to my mother. I would sit down and I would explain to her my dreams, what my goals were. And she passed away 5 years ago with pancreatic cancer. And I lost my dad, but he's still with me, but he's physically not here. He has a mental illness, but I know he's proud of me. For years, my father had worked so hard, worked in a factory all the time, would be missing in action. But he always came home to me and always helped me along the way. So I had to do some soul searching, and I had to really remember what my father did. He came to America to make a better life for him and for his family. So that's what I'm doing for my kids and for my husband.
Sylvia Ferreira.
Two years ago, I went to my sister's rose ceremony. I had no idea they have religious holders in the Richmond area. For her rose ceremony, I was really proud of her, and I literally signed up a week after her ceremony. So if it wasn't for her going to her ceremony 2 years ago, I would be staying here today. So she's my first one. Second one, my mom. Take your pictures, crying. Nobody can cry. She's always encouraged me to get my degree, even though I didn't need it. I got my career before I got my degree, but I got it for her. So, and my boyfriend, of course, he did all the cooking. He putting up with the late nights and screwing up the food and drinks down. So I think those 2 people in my life. Thank you so much. And congratulations, everyone.
Jocelyn Amaro.
This rose, this story is got my voice cracked. This rose I dedicate to my community.
quite big. Some of them is here and some of them are home watching. My husband, my dad, it's always been supporting my whole family. Whenever, you know, they had plans and I tell them, I'm sorry, I can't go, I have homework. Or my parents flew in last night and I was trying to catch up with homework, so I didn't get to, they flew in, they got in around 9 in the morning and I didn't get to see them until about 9 o'clock at night. And I saw them for about an hour and I told them, I said, I have to go because tomorrow is a rose ceremony, so I have to catch up as much homework as I can because I'm going up, I'm going to be able to do any homework today. And so this rose is dedicated to them who along with me have gone through this journey. I had friends Shirley who, and I sent her a bunch of emails and she's always so kind, and so this rose is to my family but to everybody in my community, because if it wasn't for you all, I wouldn't be standing here, so thank you.
Delrika Battle.
Hi, everyone. We did it. I have to thank Facebook. I saw an amazing ad on Facebook about VAPAC. I've been to so many online different colleges just trying to finish my degree because it's something I needed to do. And I finally made the right choice. I can't begin to tell you how amazing this journey has been, but I have to thank Home, Facebook, VAPAC, my classmates, my online classmates for their support, the professors, my family, my mother, my sons, because there were many times when I'd just sit and cry trying to get those Thursday and Saturday deadlines in. Didn't go anywhere, didn't go out, work, homework, kids, find something to eat. I love them, but I can't right now. And I also have to thank my high school friends. Stephanie is here with me today, and another one's coming for graduation. But they were my cheerleaders. We've been friends for over 3 decades. And when I was ready to throw it in, I just can't do this, they're like, no. You got the right school, you can finish this, whatever you need, we're here to support you. We went on vacation, I took my homework with me. They went hiking, I was in the room, I was doing homework. But they were there for me, and we did it. Thank you.
Sarah Bushy.
To know that I'm not alone in these struggles of never leaving my house to do anything social ever, and luckily my laptop with me all the way so I can use it to write my homework on time on Thursday and Saturday religiously. My rose is also dedicated to my community. And I'm also an emotional basket case, but I'm going to chalk it up to having traveled far, so we'll leave it at that. My sister and my mother, they're two of the strongest, most intelligent, fiercest, resilient women that I know. And I've gone through a very personal tragedy. And I could have let the grief consume me, but instead I sat back and I thought, what is it that I want out of life now? And it's time to take time for me. And I decided to chase my dream of a job that took me overseas. And my sister sort of gave me a kick in the butt and reminded me that while I was over there, I also had the goal to finish my academic dream. And since I was sitting in a country where there's really not much else to do, why not finish my dream and to take a look at this lovely place called DePaul University. And I haven't looked back since, and I'm really glad that I did. To my grandparents, who have been married forever and have shown me unconditional love and support my whole life. I'm newly married, so their marriage is what I will model my life after them. My husband, who could not make the very long journey here with me, but I know that he loves me and supports me, tells me how proud he is of me every day. And to you, Greg, thank you. That's such a great recording right now. And Elena Masuka, you, my friend, are a rock star. When I consider chemical fracture. I had a really hard session one time where I questioned my sanity. I thought, what am I doing? I don't think I made the right decision. And she talked me off a ledge and cheered me on, and I did it, and I'm glad that I did. And so, to all of you, one quote that has always kept me going is, it's never too late to be who you might have been. So you're all here for a reason, and I can't wait to see the amazing things that we all do. Congratulations, guys.
That's my sister. I was wondering. Okay. Krista Ginsburg.
So, I would like to dedicate this rose to my family for all their support through the school journey at BJAC, especially my 3 kids. They were my inspiration to attend school to finish my education, and especially to my grandma who's here tonight. She was always encouraging me when times got tough, and finding a balance in school and work and being a mom. The final thing I'd like to say is to my daughter Emma, who is the oldest one. She's here tonight. Just always believe in yourself, because the possibilities are endless.
Jacqueline Katz.
This is pretty nerve-wracking. Last night, I'm already crying. Last night, I came home from work, stressful day, and on the counter of the stairs, my cousin. And I opened the gift, the card, and the gift. It's like, what the heck is this? And I opened it up, and it's a wood carving sign. And it just hit home. I said, anything is possible. And it truly is, especially for me. I'm a high school dropout. So this means the world to me. And I think my husband, Darren, wherever you are, I promise we will go fishing soon.
Kaya Kosofsky.
Dedicate this rose to my family, especially to my grandmother who's here today, for all, and thank her for all of her support through my entire life, and especially through my educational journey. Thank you.
Tara Marshall.
To my boyfriend, Jason, who works always
calm voice in the background telling you that I can do it. And if we can make a big statistics class together, then we can do it.
Daisy Aguilar.
Good evening, hello everyone. Just want to start by saying congratulations to all of us. We did it. I'd like to dedicate this rose to my children. Without them, I don't think I would have been able to do it. This was a true sacrifice for me and for them, and I'm grateful that they were on this journey with me. I also want to dedicate this to all the professors and all of my fellow classmates. There were many times that I wanted to give up, but I kept going and just kept reminding myself who I was doing it for. So again, this is for my babies.
Hope Rosa.
Especially my son, picking up the slack at night and taking care of all the household chores and giving me the love and support. I will be graduating today. Thank you guys, I love you.
Melissa Infante.
A rose is not really something that I can actually give to just one person. Actually, I can say panels. I have a lot of people to thank. I have to say with my advisor, the first one that I had, which is Eric. I wanted to quit the first week that I started, and he said, "What am I doing?" Then, not too long ago, my academic advisor Dora, I told her I'm dying, I'm going to die, and I'm not doing it. And she said, "You are, you will, and you'll see." And I thought that I wanted to go to corporate, and I got together with my career coach, and she said, "No, you don't want to do that when you grow up. You want to go to nonprofit." So this goes out to them, and I really want to dedicate this to my family, especially my oldest daughter that's here. If it wasn't for her helping me with my 4-year-old, I would not make it. And I also have to dedicate this to my youngest sister, who's graduating and walking with me tomorrow. She's actually in cybersecurity. That's really hard. And as a female, she had a struggle. I really admire her, because when we were growing up, this girl up in school. And she hated it. I wasn't going to talk, by the way, but it's her fault. She told me to do it. So she said she's the boss, I'm doing it. So this goes out to them. And I wish I would have about my 4-year-old, because she thought that my job was actually going to school on the couch. For 3 years. It's a struggle, guys. I'm not going to say it's not. You're going to want to quit, you're going to want to not come, and you're going to want to say this is enough. You're going to lose a house, you might lose your car, you might even lose your kids in the process, because there's so much that's going on in your life. But I have to say that the American Women's College is a family. Every time I wanted to quit, and I would put it, I didn't care, I put it in the discussion forum. Girls were like, "I'm crazy, you're almost done." So I want to thank the advisors, the professors, the teachers, who told me I needed to speak, by the way. My sister Marida, because without her pushing me along, even though she hated school, and my oldest daughter, Adriani, I wouldn't be able to. I would not be independent. I would have quit. It took me 20 years to get back here. when I dropped out of college, and I finally did it. And one thing you need to take with you, this is something that you're going to have for life. Not a banker can take it from you, not even a creditor, no one. This is something that when you pass away, you've made it, this is yours, this is your time. So congratulations to all of you.
Donna Howe.
The very first thing I have to do is thank my late husband, because he drove me for years into "you're too intelligent not to finish your degree." Here I am, Laura. Here I am. And passing on to my wonderful sons that spirit of encouragement, and they have kept me afloat. They have told me that yes, you can. They have insisted that there was no way that I could quit. And they carried me to the finish line. And I am forever grateful for that wonderful family and the support that I have been able to receive. And all of my fellow students, I mentioned that I had tried at several schools to kind of get into it, and this was really the perfect fit. It's a supportive community. It's a community of women who are truly dedicated to the task. They're not fooling around, they're going places, and they kept me inspired. So I thank all of you along with the family.
Sandra Figueroa.
I dedicate this song to the women in my family. You guys are my inspiration. To my sister, thank you for those late nights and some messages telling me that you're proud of me. I love you. To my mother, she's my rock. For all those times I felt like giving up, and you told me to keep going, that God eventually would give me a little piece of heaven. He gave me two, my daughters. It's Ayana and Anna. I hope to make you proud and be your inspiration. I love you, girls.
Caitlin Summers.
Normally, I would be really nervous to do this, but I feel like I get nervous when I don't really know what to say, but I know exactly what I want to say. This is my mother and my aunt. They're standing here with me, and they're the perfect example of what an amazing, fierce woman in a leadership position is, and I would not be here without either one of them. And my father, who is in heaven, I know that he's proud of me. My grandparents, who couldn't be here, I know that they're proud of me, and I'm just happy that I did it.
Alyssa Wright.
Really nervous to come up here. There's nobody else who just passed the mic yet, so I gotta say something. But everyone has given really great speeches, and so I know the importance of it. Your
and he can't be here today, but he's pushed me really hard to come to school and finish my degree, so she's my motivation. So thank you, everybody. Congratulations to everybody.
Ashley Widener.
I already warned my parents to be short and sweet because, like some others, I'm very nervous. I'd like to thank both of them.
People believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. And when I thought I was going to fail, they knew that I wouldn't. There were times when I really thought that I couldn't do this, and if I didn't have both of you, I definitely wouldn't have been able to. So thank you, and I love you.
Karen Benoit.
Picturing you all in your underwear and it's not working. I'm going to thank BayPath for teaching me to have value in work and to fight tooth and nail for both. And I want to thank God for giving me three of the most amazing people anyone could ever be blessed with. Jordan, Becca, Brendan. Thank you for still loving me after all my breakdowns.
Dawn Murphy.
So I want to dedicate this mostly to my daughter, the very excited and loud small cab in the back. If it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't have stayed in school or continued on. But then with that came both of my parents who did a lot with helping me take care of her so that I could get my assignments and my homework done on time. So if it wasn't for them and their support, I never would have been able to do it. So mostly talk.
Annette Abruzzi.
I'd like to thank my parents who are both in heaven for having me, and I'm one of 13 children. I'm the first to graduate from college. I'd like to thank Dr. Nestor and Leary for having me in college and for sending me a postcard that brought me here. I'd also like to thank my children, Christopher and Tammy, and my grandchildren, David, Adriana, and Christian. Adriana is actually a junior here at BayPath University. I'll graduate next year. And last but not least, my husband, who put up with all of these things. Going things, I quit, I'm leaving, I can't do this. But he was there and he said, you can do it. So I always listen to him and he never put me in the wrong direction, so thank you.
Jessica Smith.
Traveled all the way up here from sunny South Florida, and you guys are still having cold weather. So I definitely need my sweater after I get rid of my sweats. Anyways, I want to dedicate this to my mom and my dad who are here tonight, and my boyfriend Jed. If it wasn't for you guys, I probably wouldn't be up here right now. You guys stand by my side through everything. The ride is not over, so don't give up on me just yet. I have a career change coming up in just a couple of weeks. I start my master's with BayPath in June, and I have to travel back to
Suzanne Hamill.
Congratulations. I'd like to dedicate this rose to my son and my daughter. They're here this evening. They have been amazing. My daughter was doing a ton of cooking and kept shoving popcorn and chocolate at me, especially during statistics. It's a must, right? You got this. And my son would follow up, filling yet another glass of wine, going, "You wouldn't let me quit. You're going to do great. And by the way, you got 5 more minutes, you're going to be late." So thank you all very much. We are all should be very proud of ourselves. Because we're here, it's proof that we have determination and courage to make a difference in the world. And we're not giving up. So we should all be proud. Thank you.
Tatiana Rivera.
Hello, we did it! I'm so proud of every single person that's here. And thank you to the staff. I can't just dedicate this rose to one person. I can't look over there. I gotta dedicate it to my daughter. First, God. Thank you, God. And my daughter, she's 5, and she's always telling me, "Mommy, you gotta do your homework. You're gonna go to bed after you do your homework?" So it's very inspiring because I have a great support system behind me, which is my mom, my father, my sister, my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law puts up with me every day, picks up my daughter. Thank you so much. And if it wasn't for my family, I wouldn't be here right now. I'm so proud of everybody. Congratulations. And thank you, everybody.
Nicole Johnson.
I first would like to dedicate this rose to all my professors because when I first came to BayPath, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. And at the end of my journey, I now can see the areas that I would be interested in pursuing. I secondly want to dedicate this rose to my daughter, Elena. She my rock and my support since age 9 when I battled cancer. She's now in her second year of college at Salem State University and has decided to go and take up her opportunity at Johnson & Wales next year. And I hope that you see that if I can do it, you can do it. Don't let fear stop you. Anything is possible. You should follow your dreams and figure out what are the right ones for you. I love you and thank you for being my support through all this. It was nice to have you to text you and how do I copy and paste? And I just love you so much.
Amy Russ.
So I want to dedicate first to my grandmother. She was my biggest supporter and kicked my butt and I ever doubted myself. And also to the education and the support that I got here. When I started at VPAC, I was working 2 full-time jobs and I was in the process of leaving my husband. We're fine now, but my son had just gone to college. I had nothing, I had no one. And I came to VPAC just because of the Saturday program. That was my one day off. I could do Saturday. 4 years later, it was a little bumpy last year, but we're good. I'm showing up tomorrow. But the confidence that I got here, and the advisors were great, everyone was great, but the classes and you women, when I would walk in and go, I have no idea what this teacher's talking about, and I'm 40 years old and I'm really never going to need this. But the ability to say that, the ability to know that because I worked 2 jobs, went to school full time, and maintained an 80 average, I can pretty much do anything. And I got that from here. And I'm truly grateful for that. Because no one can take that away. What we got here.
Lynn Doty.
My dad's a second down athlete. So I want to thank my husband who gave me 110% and did everything. Cooking, cleaning, everything for the last 4 years. And my mother-in-law who raised an awesome son by herself. Thank you.
Maribella Gonzalez.
So, I started the journey in 1996. You didn't give up my age. Should have said that. On my own at 15, it was tough. Many challenges. Some people don't
choose, and some of you do choose at school, right? So things didn't go so well, and later on in life I returned a single mom of 3, and I did it for them. So thank you, everybody. Congratulations.
Gilda Fontanes.
Rose, especially my husband and my 2 daughters. They've been very supportive, but 2 people in particular deserve this rose. One is my youngest daughter. She's here with me today. This was the longest 14 months of my life. I didn't think I was going to do it, but as a 12-year-old, she took a lot of slack. Had to deal with Momzilla. Had to eat cereal and eat canned spaghetti for 14 months. Her and my husband and my other daughter. It's been great, but the other person that deserves this rose is my mentor and my role model, and this is for Patty. Thank you very much for her. She's a true example of a great leader, and she inspired me to go back and to be just like her. I saw you grow professionally in the last 14 years, being a single mom, going back to school, and I said, if you can do it, why can't I do it? So thank you very much for being true to yourself. That inspired me.
Jacqueline Rosa Jameson.
My husband's still awake back there. So obviously, I need to thank my husband and my daughter Emma, who still lives at home, for supporting me through this journey, this second journey for Baptistry. I did her in 2011, so you asked. But this one is very special because, see, I have this nursing thing. Yeah. And I've been a nurse for 34 years, but I didn't have a bachelor's degree. And as time went on and I had children, it just became impossible for me to get a bachelor's degree in nursing. So they came to the medical center. And I went down there, as some of you know, with a slight attitude that you weren't going to accept my credits. And you surprisingly told me you would, and you didn't realize it, but as soon as you said you would, I was coming. And I went home to my husband, who had already been through this journey with me attached to a laptop, and I said, they're going to take my credits. He said, when you start. So I am very happy, very proud of this pin, very proud that I am now BSN. And really proud of the faculty, the nursing program, and my fellow nursing students who really got me through this last year that was really difficult with some ill family members. So I really appreciate everything.
Sherry Pollard.
Really nervous. I began my journey probably about 25 years ago. Then I met my husband. We got married, we moved, we had a baby, again. We had another baby, and we moved again. And then I'd like to dedicate this rose to my mentor, Kimberly. I met her in 2004 when she hired me on a temporary role in a county office. And she believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. And she inspired me to go back to school. And I did that for about 5 years, and took some time off, like that. And I started my journey again here at Bay Path in 2015. I lost my job in 2016. Had an amazing opportunity for someone for me to do this full time, so I went all in. And I couldn't do it without my husband. And my husband's husband, and countless hours that they sacrificed for me. My husband writes contributions. He listened to many recorded videos. And he would get to the end and say, "Honey, you almost made it without saying oh." Now you have to go back to the drawing board. So I locked myself in the bathroom, closed the door, and recorded one video over again. But I couldn't do it without you. Thank you very much, and I love you very much.
Amina Whalen.
Oscar moment. Dedicate this rose to my family and friends, but not only to them, but these heroes behind the scene. Thank you. Advising team. My professor is somewhere around here, and my classmates. And thank you, everybody.
Natalia Ortiz.
He came to amazing people in my life. In case you guys didn't hear me, I want to say up to the G.O.D. up there, thank you God for everything. He came to amazing people in my life, which is my mom and my husband. With me here in Elkland today. And I know every woman here feels the same way about their family and friends and our community. I want to say thanks to my mom for her continued support through my journey, and for the early babysitting days on Saturdays, and the late night phone calls when I thought I was going to give up. Thank you for working so hard and reminding me that I can do it, and that always on the end. You're a strong woman. You are. I didn't do anything for me, and I wouldn't be here without you. I want to thank my husband for believing in me and taking care of our kids so I could take care of my education and my dreams. Thank you for helping me realize that with each class I was one step closer to the finish line. Thank you for listening to me and reading my essays over and over again. And thank you for drying my tears every time I was going to fail, or every time I thought I was going to fail. You believed in me when I didn't. I couldn't ask for a better partner in life. You see what no one else does. You know me more better than anyone else. I cannot be happier with anyone else. You accept me for me in all my eccentric ways. Thank you for your devotion to our family, for your support and commitment to helping me reach my dreams. Thank you for putting me first. I also want to give thanks to everyone here, the community, everyone here at Bay Path, all the advisors, all of my classmates. I am a testament, as well as all the women here,
and everyone who's behind us to help us to get here. That it's never too late to reach our dreams, that we can excel in school and surpass our own expectations, all while we maintain our daily crazy lives. Tomorrow will be the culminating attestation of our hard work, that we are the true meaning of Carpe Diem. So congratulations to all. Thank you.
Cassandra Fernandez.
I'm here, and I didn't walk by. I was thinking about it. We were all thinking about it. So, I don't know where to start. I myself did really everything that I would graduate. It was always a goal of mine. I started at HCC at a young age, got my GED at 16, and started HCC at 16, and then started working full-time while taking 5 classes, and thought, I can totally do this. Until I started failing all my classes, and I'm still working full-time, and decided I'm just going to go to school later. My mom, she graduated with Francis Griffin from Mount Holyoke when she was in her 30s. She had already been married and had both me and my sister. She always said to me, you can go when it's right. Just go when it's right. Don't go and just get a degree. You have no idea what you're doing. So here I am, getting my degree in digital marketing. I love digital, I love tech, I love all of this. I worked for Apple for almost 5 years, and it was the best job I ever had. This was before I started going to school, and that's kind of what led me back to VAPAP. And the one-day program, the 6-week sessions, I mean, could any of you guys imagine going for 3 months taking statistics? I mean, my motto was, if you could do anything for 6 weeks, you can do like anything, you know? You can get through anything. So that was how I got through 6 weeks. 6 weeks for everything. Just bang it out, get it done, like move on, whatever. You know, I don't even remember anything about statistics, but it's probably because I have post-traumatic stress. So don't we all. But here I am. I'm getting my bachelor's degree, so I'm all the women. I'm proud of all of you. The women I've met that are amazing. I love you all. Thank you so much for just being amazing and supporting through bad professors, bad classes, good classes, all of that. Thanks so much, guys.
Joanna Dones Colon.
Right, but I want to dedicate this to my husband. He's not here right now. He's in South Carolina working. I'm going to do this tomorrow. My 3 kids and my sister and her husband. We're both psychotherapists. And my personal ones, thank you. Not for free, thank God. But it was an amazing journey. Mine is not done. I decided to stay with VAPAP for my master's. I want to thank for the Women's March. That was an amazing thing, and I met wonderful women and Melissa. Am I saying it right? She's part of the group, and we stayed in touch. But I love VAPAP, and awesome. Thank you very much, and good luck to every one of you on your journeys. Thank you all.
Johanny Candelario.
rose is going to be dedicated to a few people, starting with my father. He passed away. It's dedicated mostly to him, and I'm sorry. I have kids, I have a boyfriend, I have my mom. He passed away, but I dedicate this mostly to him because he instilled the value of education. And I'm happy that I found Faith Path. I'm not happy that I found it before he passed. The program that I found, it really fit into what I needed with 3 kids and life. So this rose is for my father. I started going to school. I got pregnant. My daughter is 16 years old. So this bachelor's degree has taken 16 years, but it got done. It's still a degree, and I'm proud of it. Thank you to Jose, my boyfriend. He got me the computer. He told me, I told him I found something that I think is gonna fit. He said, "What do you need?" And I need a computer that actually works. So thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you, Kaylee. She's right there. I was over there. Thank you, Kaylee, for being my inspiration. And I hope that I'm your inspiration. I did it. I love you. For my kids, I'm sorry for having to order food or having my mom having like the 7-pound cooked meals for me to achieve this. So thank you.
Taylor Dupuy.
So firstly, I'd like to dedicate this rose to my parents. Without their love, guidance, and support throughout my entire life, I wouldn't be here graduating with a degree in cybersecurity. I've watched you throughout my childhood and my young adult life chase and achieve your dreams and aspirations, and you have given me the courage to chase my own without fear and without doubt. So thank you, and also thank you to the staff and faculty. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here. And congratulations, graduates. We did it.
Jane Finn.
So, quick question, did anybody else look in the program real quick to make sure your name was actually there like I did when I first got here? Like, oh yeah, I really did get there, okay. So, there's a lot of thank yous and a lot of dedications. My first thank you would be to Shirley, who took numerous emails from me saying like, please help. Where should I go from here? Please help. Please give advice. Please help. There's a theme in there about helping. So thank you, Shirley. There was a couple times I almost stopped because my mom had passed before I started, but my dad was still alive. And in 2016 he passed, and I thought, I'm not going to do this anymore, I can't do this. And then my sister Sharon said, no, you need to keep going, he's still with you. And then she passed last year of breast cancer. So my other sister took up the cause, Sister Jean, and said, no, keep going, they're still with you. So I'm very thankful to my family. I'm thankful to my 3 children. My daughter Megan, who just started on her own journey back to college with 3 jobs, a child, and a lot on her plate, and I keep telling her to. My son Andre, who actually his commencement is tomorrow at MCLA, and they overlap, so I won't be at his and he won't be at mine, but we're together in spirit. My son Nolan, who was the first person I told I was going back to college, and at 16 he gave me a huge bear hug and he was like, I'm so proud of you, so proud of you. So I'm like, okay. And the last dedication is to Corey, who has become the most amazing life partner a person could ever have. And he is the most loving, gentle person to say, don't you have a favorite food? Is it time to start homework? No, we can't go tonight because so thank you to Corey, and thank you to everyone who supported me, who were students, all the faculty, and congratulations, everyone.
Karen Tawiski.
Sorry, somebody with insurance on tonight. Three people over the past year. My daughter Alex, who is an alumni here at the college, and my best friend was my husband. And we finally have our Friday night date nights back. And I hope you book the vacation because I can actually take one out.
Shalonda Nicholson Mabry.
Good evening. I can say I have to dedicate this rose to our village. It takes a village, and I often dedicate myself to being resilient. Especially to my family, my sister, my aunt, my dad, and my Mama Joan. They watch my kids faithfully on Saturdays, and without them, I wouldn't have done this. And I want to say, my sister friends, I love you ladies. You guys supported me, because I was putting it every Saturday. So thank you guys. I love you.
Faith Esposito.
Hi. So I first want to thank a couple people. First of all, a good friend of mine, Nikki, who's a BayPath alumni, that dragged me here for an orientation, and I've been here ever since, basically. And my sister Hope, who's the one that talks me off the ledge. Be at work, home, school. She's always coming. She's my calm. And I'd like to dedicate this to my girls who are still awake in the back. Will be off on their own college experiences way too soon, it seems. But I was thinking the other day what I would say when I got up here, and I was thinking I would apologize for being a delinquent mom, and I realized what I hope they see with me doing homework at the end of competitions in hotel rooms and in the car, and not doing this or not doing that because I have homework to do, is that they can do it too. They can do anything if they set their minds to it. So thank you. Congratulations, everybody.
Michelle Bridges.
I'll make it short and sweet. Shout out to all my BayPath sisters. It's been a long journey. It's been long nights, better Saturdays, because without you ladies, I don't know where I would be. Second, to my daughter, sweetie, you keep shooting for the stars. Endless possibilities, you hear me? And to my dad, my right hand man, thank you so much for the support, being there for my children, and never giving up on me. And my son, who's at work right now, I'm praying we get to the top, and we're staying there. Have a good one.
Nicole Fernandez Larson.
Hi everyone, Nicole Fernandez-Larson. You guys said that, sorry, I'm so used to doing that at work. I just want to thank my stepmom who's here, Paula, for watching the kids every Saturday. My husband, Eric, I love you, thank you for everything. My family, my in-laws, my cousin Bonnie for always telling me I can do it. My daughter, Savannah and Keegan, I love you guys. My co-workers at work for always cheering me on. And to the professors here who do you do it. Thank you. Thank you, Big Pat. Thank you. Good night.
Juliana Johnson.
My baby.
Every one of those impossible moments, or what I thought was impossible, I had to remind myself that I can do all things through Christ. And because of God, He gave me my husband. So I'm dedicating this to Him, to God, to my 4 children, both of my parents and my in-laws, because it's not easy finding someone to take 4 kids. And your husband has to work and you have class or homework. So I just dedicate this to my family, and also I dedicate this to my grandmother, who I lost during this journey. Without her, I don't think I would have pushed through with her motivating words while she was here. So we did it, guys.
Kristen McDowell.
Everybody needs to make a little bit of noise. It's too quiet for me. I'm tired of crying. I don't get quiet here. But I'm going to switch it up. Yes, my family knows I dedicate it to them, but more so, I'm going to be selfish and dedicate it to myself. This journey was not easy. And like everybody who listens to all the stories, we are all, I don't know you, you don't know me, but we're all here for the same reason. And, you know, the stories are repetitive. I have kids. I have a 4-year-old. He pretended to do homework with my 10-year-old and my stepson who's in college as well. My daughter, leaving the meaningless letters on the table on purpose, just to show her like how hard it is, and you just gotta keep striving. I work overnight at a restaurant, run her basketball, football, whatever it is. You know, she brought home a bad progress report, and we had to talk about, you know, how C's are mediocre, and strive to be best. I try to so everybody can come with
Betty O'Brien.
So 4.5 years ago, my life looked completely different. I was living my dream job. I had everything that I wanted in my life. And then one day it happened. You know that thing that you read about on Facebook, you go through some moments because you don't know when you might not have that moment again. Well, that happened to me. My oldest son ended up getting a very rare brain cancer. And he's why I'm here today. He's a veteran, and he was in the Air Force, and he was living an amazing life. We were all living an amazing life. And getting this brain cancer
completely changed his life. After he had the surgery, the only thing that he could do was breathe and swallow, so he had to learn how to do everything all over again. And going through that process of going through the Veterans Association and trying to navigate that and how difficult it was and doing all those things, I realized that there were so many injustices and inequalities. So as soon as he got better, and he is better, he is here tonight. Kevin, can you please stand up? Because he is doing so much better today. So going through all of that and seeing that in times where he was going through all these therapies and all these struggles and all these things were happening to him, he really spurred me on when it was really difficult for me, and I thought, I can't do it. But I said, if my son can be lying in a hospital bed dying, and he can come back and he can now be living independently and having a good life, and darn it, I certainly can be getting through this. So, and I'm also dedicating it to my fiance, Joe, who is the caregiver to the caregiver. So I'm a caregiver, but he's my caregiver, and he's given me all the support and everything that I need, not only to make it through school, but also to be able to take care of my son, and that was really the most important thing. And so I came to Bay Path because I wanted to make a difference in other people's lives. And by coming here and going through the classes and all the different things that have happened, I am proud to say that I've seized many opportunities that I wouldn't have if I didn't come here. And I've had the courage and confidence to do that. And I was just appointed as the Elizabeth Joel Foundation Caregiver Fellow, and I now represent Massachusetts for the 5.5 million veterans, caregivers, and their families. So I'm very proud of that, and it wouldn't have been possible without coming to Bay Path. So I'm so excited about that. And in the spirit of Carpe Diem and seizing the day, I need a job.
Heather Salerno. Woo!
Graduated from college or stuff. We grew up together and shared everything with each other. Anytime one of us stumbled, that was a collective setback, and our successes have been shared successes. So I dedicate this to my daughters.
Catherine Ortiz.
We are here tonight, and it's so exciting. I'm so proud of all of you ladies who did all of those tests, the statistics, the classes, the tiredness, everything. And we're here. I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of all your support, and I dedicate this to everyone in the room, because I know that for families, this is not easy. And sometimes you guys don't understand what we are going through, the time, the fact that we're like ready to give up. but we still are pushing through it. We're pushing through everything that's going on outside of the walls here and still deciding to come back every single week. So I thank all of you, and I dedicate this to you and the staff for responding to our emails. I thank you, Shirley, because I know I went to you 100 times about the same thing. But I thank all of you for the opportunity, because I never thought this day would be here, and it's here, so thank you.
Bianca Barber.
Okay, so I'm going to try to make this short and sweet. Probably not going to be short, so hopefully it's sweet. I like to more math. So 2014, life, how I left with all the curveballs at you, forced me to move back home. And I didn't really know where I was going and what I was going to do with myself. Single mom of, at the time, a 13-year-old, no job, had to quit school because of the curveball. So I came here and I'm like, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? There are a bunch of colleges here. Which one's going to best suit me? So, luckily for they sent the postcard to my parents' home, and I decided to kind of look and see what's going on and what would, fit me, if it would fit me, and I came across cybersecurity. I thought, great, I spent 13 years in the Air Force in cybersecurity. Let me see what I can do. Called up, spoke with Eric, and saw that there was online classes. I said, great, let's do that, because I didn't want to just travel back and forth, even if it was the one day. So I started classes, and I set up for class to start semester 2015. I decided to throw another curveball. I became pregnant. So I have already a 14-year-old at this time and one on the way. So I'm like, oh great, what's going to happen here? But luckily with the support of everybody online and my professors and my advisors, I still kept pushing through, even through maternity, even after the baby was born, and I made it. So I dedicate this definitely to both of my boys, my parents who always gave me the support that I needed and didn't want sometimes, and to my boyfriend Juan, this is for you, everyone else. I hope that all your future endeavors are possible.
Shayla Martinez.
And help finish this goal. These past 2 years have been the most difficult years of my life, and I'm pretty sure I have to do as well. 9 years ago, I developed a brain infection, which caused me to be paralyzed. And doctors didn't think I was going to make it. After many weeks and months of recuperation, I decided to go back to school, return back to Mobile Community College. It took me a long time. Then when I finished, I was almost finishing my associates, that I was referred to State College. And I want to thank the administration for accepting me. I also want to thank Elena for all your help all your guidance. Professor Chelsea, I'm not sure if she's still here, but her story is a testimony and it pushed me not to give up. Today, I'm here with the help of my family, my husband and daughter. They are my motivation. My husband was also there, pushing me till the end, giving me that support, doing all the cleaning, all the shopping. My daughter always cheering me on. Sunday was my day that I was in my room closed doors, doing my homework, and my daughter would go up every couple hours and ask me, how's homework going? What's homework about? Do you need a snack? And that really cheered me up, and I told Nadia that you understand that I need this for you guys. And class of 2018, congratulations.
Jillian Vanderbeek.
I don't know how I could compose this or throw in my words too, because I'm so good. Following my fellow classmate, your words just, I was crying standing in these steps because it was so personal to me. But first, it does take a village. All of us know what a village it takes. I got my card from ACAP for the Master's Bridge Program in Occupational Therapy. And I, like other healthcare providers, remember discussing the transfer of credits. I knew I had to do something. My career accelerated beyond my educational level, and I was starting to get serious. My credits got accepted. My mom actually drove me to my orientation or to find out more information. I just got out of surgery. I was just released. So to say I have support is an understatement. I've had the biggest cheerleader. I want to thank BayCap and all of my fellow graduates and classmates, professors, and Shirley. As soon as I've gotten accepted, it has been accepted. There's been no stopping me. I've completed in about 14 months, and I'm continuing on. I couldn't have done it without my family. My cousin Karen, who has assisted with my daughter, and has been a huge cheerleader. And we've undergone a transformation this past year together, and in the way we look at life. My parents, but mainly my daughter. My daughter who had to put up with months at Momzilla, and some of people have talked about it, and having to understand she's 10 and understand this process that I was doing this for her. And it's hard for a 10-year-old to understand that. But she would take part in my well lessons. She would learn with me as we've gone through some of the lessons that were good life lessons for a 10-year-old as well. All week I've been being left beautiful drawings and sayings by her, congratulating me on graduating. So I know that I've done something right. So to all of us, congratulations. Here's to breathing beyond week 6. And the dust bunnies that finally get cleaned up on week 7. And here's to enjoying Sunday morning breakfast, wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. And here's to seeing all of you tomorrow. Congratulations.
Thank you, graduates. Thank you for taking the time to share your stories and your accomplishments and the journeys that it's taken for you to get here. We're all very proud of you and glad that we're here to celebrate with you. Next, I'd like to invite Lynn Pellerano up to the podium. Lynn is the Alumni Association Council President, and she is going to do the alumni address.
evening, everybody. It's an honor to be here tonight to celebrate with you and your families. It's actually really difficult to get up here. I've done this a few times over the past week. But this ceremony is the most impactful to me, to hear all of your stories. That is why I do what I do for BayPath. It's because of all of you and all of us, all of our stories. So I have been the president of the BayPath Alumni Association for the past 8 months. And on behalf of the council, as well as the Alumni Relations Office, congratulations on this great accomplishment. So what I'd like to do now is welcome you to the BayPath alumni community. There's about 16,000 of us, and as of tomorrow, there's going to be about 750 more. Many of you, as well as many others that we've seen over the past week. You all have a glass of champagne. Raise your glass. And I'd like to toast all of you on behalf of the university for a job well done. Continue on. It was great to hear many of you are going to continue on here with BayPath. Whatever life journeys bring you, be bold, be brave, carpe diem.
So Mona found this really cool box over here, and I'm so excited about it because I am not nearly as coordinated as all of you with your amazing wheels. So, so I have this little box over here, which is very exciting. I also have to recognize Kathy Manley. Is she still here with us? Please stand up because I personally love statistics, and statistics was brought up a lot of our graduates. This is one of our amazing statistics instructors. And I am so grateful for what she taught us, for sure. I want to absolutely thank all of you for joining this celebration. This is what it's all about, coming together as an amazing community and celebrating your accomplishments. So our graduates, your family members, our distinguished guests, the members of our staff and faculty were all here on this joyous occasion to honor you and your hard work. And so I want to thank those staff and administrators and community members who worked so hard to bring this occasion to us tonight. So can we all thank them for everything they've done? That inspires all of us to get up and go to work every day, listening to what our sentiments and our testaments are, just make everything worthwhile, and so you inspire us on so many levels. So this is our moment to do, as we were advised by Dr. Morselson a few hours ago, we're going to relish. So I want you all to take it in. I want you to soak this moment in. Feel the triumph, feel the pride, feel the gratitude. Let it soak deeply into your being. You are so deserving. Now, let that feeling carry you forward as you continue to grow as a person, as a professional. Let it be the fuel that helps you change yourself, your families, your communities, and the world. In the poetic words of Henry David Thoreau, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. You are all so much closer now, and we are so proud. Together, is that a true statement? Yes. And so I invite all of our graduates to come up onto this stage for a special cake cutting with Dr. Leary. I wish you a great time tomorrow at graduation, and good luck on your next assignment, which is due tomorrow night.
Oh, you